Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Anshu Sharma here. Consciousness vibrating at a higher frequency allows more expanded perceptions. Ascending humans see beyond limited light spectrum and hear beyond limited sound spectrum. They understand theirs and others' mind patterns, personalities, and archetypes, defining their reality. But sometimes ascension comes with a cost and separates you from your third dimensional family and friends. This happens when one loses connection in understanding and accommodating third dimensional realities. This happens when higher concepts are not grounded and we fail to honor, respect, and integrate people coming in our physical reality. A part of growing consciousness is to be applied in understanding failing, looping behavior patterns. This talk addresses this. We have the power to understand, amend, or delete mind patterns which are no longer working. Time is speeding, and due to many reasons such as COVID, toxicity in environment and food, increasing materialistic demands, rising costs, and busy lives are putting a lot of pressure on relationships between couples, between parent and child, between grandparents or extended families. People are experiencing conflicts and separation. Everyone is busy in their lives, in their own lives, and in spare time, people are busy with technology. All this is putting a lot of pressure on relationships, and it is very easy to fall under a pattern of looping, where people involved appear to be comfortable, hiding and avoiding confrontation, and at the same time building irritation, conflicts, demands, attention, anger, and even rage. A looping pattern is a closed energy pattern where stale energy keeps circulating and recirculating, exhausting itself. After a while, the energy loses, the pattern loses energy and dies. There is no fresh energy coming in the system to replenish and to re-energize. In this scenario, it is only natural that suddenly a big conflict arises. Usually, strong outbursts and reactions accompany a conflict. During such times, suppressed emotions surface, involving hurt, pain, and other negative emotions. A strong reaction of correcting the other party also emerges. A pattern that implies, I am right and you need to correct yourself. This is a big looping pattern, where people keep repeating, I am right and you need to correct yourself. Unconscious people generally fall under this big looping pattern. In love and in care, parents wish to protect their children from making mistakes. But protecting children from making mistakes is another looping pattern parents fall under. When this pattern is played with grown-up children, it can involve outrage and conflict. Most parents understand they themselves have learned a lot through making mistakes. But instead of refraining from excessive reactions and developing a skill of non-interference, watching children making mistakes with tolerance and patience, they start jumping in with solutions. Like this, there are countless looping patterns unconscious people fall under. Some of such patterns involve our immediate biological extended families, friends, and colleagues. Whatever a pattern may be, whether it involves an individual, a family, a tribe, a religion, or a nationality, it becomes automatic and concrete after a while. People forget to address and alter with changing time. When the time changes, a particular pattern which has been working up until now does not work anymore. During such times, if we fail to address the pattern which is no more working, resentments start building up. Longer resentments build up, more we avoid looking into the pattern for correction. Conflicts provide an opportunity to investigate, amend, or delete a current programming which is no longer working. Recognizing the underlying looping program requires our attention and reflection in silence. Once it is picked up for self-analysis, we can either amend or we can let it go. And when we let it go or change the pattern, which is proving to be very constraining, it is very liberating. These days, in nuclear families with grown-up children, it is easy to fall under a pattern of individual living, where people or everyone lives their own life with little, no, or occasional communication. Whatever little time people have, they pick up their phones, computers, or TV remote. Often days or months go by before people come together to address their concerns or have a meaningful conversation. Unattended irritations and concerns build up. When a conflict happens, it is time to re-evaluate the pattern of your life. Constant evaluation requires time to think, reflect, and change, else one day goes into another day, and 1 year will lapse into another year, and nothing will change. And once the time passes, you may live your life with past regrets or guilt feelings that you did not take the action at the right time. With changing time and priorities, it is wise to disengage from few expired looping patterns and incorporate the new ones. Conscious new patterns emerge when we treat people with mutual love and respect, and when we involve people sharing our lives in common activities. These common activities change with time and place, and common activities have to be performed on a consistent time basis on a definite day and time. So everyone involved understands and allocates time. The time allocated should not be left on one person's mood or convenience. Forming a new pattern of interaction requires your conscious attention and time. There will be breakdowns in the new emerging pattern, but with tolerance and patience, it is to be revised and followed with amendments suiting everyone involved. Common activities may include walking, talking, having a meal or a coffee together, going to watch a movie, celebrating festivals or birthdays or other important days, playing a sport, watching TV, or going out on picnic etc. Such activities build relationships. Unless relationships are consciously built during free and leisure times, they reduce to pinpointing, corrections, preachings, throwing blame or guilt, or simply targeting close ones for taking out your frustration. Negative emotions, unless integrated, build up distances in heart. Ego comes in and relishes separation, domination, control, conflicts, and other negative emotions. Building relationships around common activities and interest is very important if humanity aspires to ascend to fifth dimension. Unity consciousness involves valuing, loving, and respecting each other, their perceptions, and their point of view, honoring each other and doing for others. True, we are very busy living our individual lives, and there appears to be less time in achieving, with shortening as the time is shortening. Extensive migration, materialistic expansion, and changing jobs and places of living have taken a toll on relationships. But constant re-evaluation of our current lives, our consciousness, and our relationships is also very important. With open stargates and portals under multi-dimensional existence, we are sharing our lives and earth with people's consciousness living on various planes. Around us, people's realities are very different and individuated. It requires more conscious attention and taking time to re-evaluate expiring, looping patterns and acquiring new patterns to address relationship building. So this is all for today. Please leave your comments and share this video with others. Lots of love. Please share and subscribe. Till we meet again, take care. Lots of love.